Hi everyone, welcome back to Engineered by Design, where today I'm going to take you through a little bit of a different video. In my last video, I designed this free-floating business card holder, and user commented, how do I add like a picture or a logo or something like that on here? Uh, I kind of explained this in my bookmark video, the technique that I'm going to show, but I will give it its own video right here. So hopefully, if you come across this video, it'll clear some stuff up, and maybe everybody else can use it as well. So one thing that I do want to point out is I did redesign this very slightly. If you compare if you compare this right now to my last video, uh, the last time we did this, oh, wrong one. Last time we did this was a lot shorter, right? It went from like here to about here. After I 3D printed this, I would find that it's very unbalanced, and over here it would always fall over. This was a really simple fix. I basically just took this and I pulled it out like an extra, I believe it was 1.5 inches, and that solved everything. So that aside, we are going to begin making some designs, and I'm just going to do it right on the back here. Maybe it's a little bit easier to see if I rotate it right on this face. So it's going to be the back of where the business cards are going to sit. You could extend this out. Oh geez, you could extend this out and maybe make. I'm not gonna actually sketch this out, but you could make something that will sit like go from here to here to here, and kind of like do it on this face. But I am not going to show that, or maybe I will. But I think that overall I want to keep this design fairly simple, so I'll be doing something on the back here, and I'm just gonna do something really, really simple. Oh, let's get started. First thing I want to do, I'm going to show how to do a car, like how to put the design of a car back here, and it's really simple. So first things first, you have to go online, and you can just go on Google, and all I did was I searched up car side view black and white or car side view clip art, and then after looking for like 5 minutes, I found a good one to use. So I saved it, so I'm going to open it. To insert it, I go to this little insert tab here under solid, and I hit canvas, and then I will insert it from my computer because I don't have it saved in Fusion. And then I just go find wherever it is. It actually happened to open up right where I wanted it. So I will hit open, and then I have the option of where I'm going to put it. And I'm going to put it on this face here. And as you can see, it loaded up on this face. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it until it's pretty close to being parallel. I'm just going to judge it off of this. So it's between 25 and 30. You could do the math to make it exact, but it's not like all that serious. And it looks like we're sitting right at 27 degrees. So that's fine with me. So now next thing I'm going to do, now that we have this on here, if we print this, it's not going to print this image of a car. We actually have to put it into the design. So I'm going to hit Create Sketch, and I'm going to hit this surface. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to start, excuse me, lost my train of thought. I'm going to start outlining this with all these different tools that are available to me. One thing I am going to do, just because this is a lot right here, I'm going to hide all the bodies. So I'm just going to be outlining this. It's not something you have to do, but it's something that I do to make my life a little bit easier. So we're going to zoom in, and now we'll just get started. So for the tires, these are pretty simple. I'm just going to use a circle. I'm going to go about to the center of where they are, and I'm just going to expand them out here and here. I'm going to hit escape, and then I'm just going to grab the center, very important, and I'm just going to get them as close as possible. This is just for a picture, so I'm not really trying to like do anything crazy. Now we have to do these outside circles. I'll hit the circle tool again. I'm going to go off the center, and I'm just going to drag them all the way out to meet this part of it. I'm going to take a line tool and slide it all the way across. And I'm going to see if I can put this image in the description of this video. But again, you can really do this with any image you want. This is just going to be to show you how to do it, and then you can just go from there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with the windows. This is a straight line that connects them, so all I'm really going to do is I'm going to go to a corner here, bring it all the way out to the other corner. And then that's it. I'm going to hit escape. Then I'm going to take another line. I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to go all the way up. For something like this, you could do an offset to move it over, but you're just adding one additional line. So there's that. Now to do this curve. This we're going to need the spline, or not the blend tool, the fit point spline here. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm pretty much just going to hit this, and I'm just going to start clicking on the curves to start following it. And that's it. I'll show how to do this next one. Select this one, and I'm just going to follow this outline. From what I understand with spline tools, here I'll say it in a second, but basically to finish it off, it's gonna automatically go to this point. I'm gonna hit here, and I still have the spline going. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this check mark, and it's done. Then trim tool and trim this, and now these are two separate windows. What I was going to say with spline tools, generally what I've found, it really depends what you're trying to do, but really the less points the better. Because if you start doing this, it could start giving you like a lot of issues. So I try not to do a ton of points, but we're just going to start following this and just do what you can. I see that this is actually curving a little bit more. So I'm gonna, or not curving, it's kind of going straight up. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit line. I'm gonna stop that spline. I'm gonna hit line. I'm just gonna move up, and then I'll go back to my spline tool, just like that. And then I'm gonna show you one thing about this point that we can change. But for now we're just gonna keep going. And you'll see that it's not going as smoothly as I would like, but the nice thing about the spline tool, and I'm going to stop it right there. The nice thing about the spline tool is when you're done, you can actually go back and make adjustments as you see fit. So one thing that I'll say is this, it's not sitting perfectly tangential to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit tangent, and I'm just going to make these 2 points tangent, and it's just as easy as that. And then I'm going to go over here, going to go back to the spline tool, the fit point spline, and I'm just going to follow the rest of this. And that's it. That's it. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the trim tools, and I'm just going to trim these two. So now what you actually have is a car outline. And I'm going to unhide the bodies so I can bring this back up. And what I'm going to do is, since business cards are actually going to sit on top of here, I don't want this going out. I don't want this to be a boss. I want this to be engraved. So I'm going to hit I'm going to go to solids. I'm going to hit extrude, and I'm going to select the body of the car, and I'm going to select the wheels. And when you 3D print, genuinely, you don't need to cut in as much as you think. I have found that even like 30 thousandths is enough to be able to see the difference. Excuse me, guys. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to hide this canvas, and that's it. And now you have a little decal of a car, and you can add like whatever you want to it. The other thing the user said is that they want to know if they can add a logo, and I'll show you two ways to do it. Well, I mean, there's really two ways are going to be like what we did with a car, and the other way is just going to be to add text. I'll just show you how to add text because it's very, very easy. You can actually add it right onto this car. Maybe the logo is going to be a part of the decal or something. I'll show you how to do that. Yeah. So I'll hit create sketch, and I'm not going to sketch on this top plane. I'm going to sketch on this car. So what I'm going to do is go there, and then what we will do is we will go sketch. I apologize. Sketch, and we are going to hit text, and we're going to do the text about this, and we are going to rotate the text. I believe I said it was negative 27 degrees. Yep. And sample text, they wanted the logo IBM specifically. And from here, you can kind of just do whatever you wish. I find that the font that I like best is either Arial Black or Arial Rounded. We'll just go with Arial Rounded. And this is just the size 375. We'll make it a little bit smaller, and we'll hit OK, and then we'll just move it right over here. So we have this lettering now. So all we're going to do now is we are going to hit solid. We're going to hit extrude, hit the lettering. Oh, lettering was already selected. And since we went 30 thousandths in, we're going to go 30 thousandths back out. So or no, not minus, 0.03, and that'll bring it back out. And now we have that logo IBM sticking out of the car. And if we don't want to do that, we can just hide all of that. If we want to make it a little bigger, we can go here. Oh, sorry, we can do the sketch on this face. I apologize. I know I'm kind of bouncing out around everywhere, so let me start over. We can hide all of that. What we'll do is we'll do, again, the sketch on this face. And we will hit create, and we'll go to text. We'll do the entire text here. And the logo is IBM, or maybe instead of IBM, we'll do Designs LLC or something like that. And then we're just going to rotate it again. We're going to go to the negative 27 degrees. Like I said, I like the Arial rounded, but again, you can use whatever you want. We can go Arial black this time. Let's go with something fun. Let's go with something interesting. Broadway, love it. Maybe not the best for 3D printing because we got these thin lines. Elephant, there we go. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So we will hit OK. We're going to take this and move it, and then we can also bring this out to adjust anything that we need. I was hoping that, there we go. I just needed to adjust it a little bit more, and then we'll grab this. I guess we should have it in here. So what we'll do, instead of dragging it all the way out, we could make the text a little bit smaller, but we will drag it all the way out. Make sure this is 0 degrees, very good. And we will actually make this centered and aligned in the middle. And that's it. Something you could do is you can start adding these lines just to make sure that everything is for sure centered. And that would be what this here is. Oh, it would be text on path. You would add a line, and you can do the text on path so it's on there. We don't really need to do that, but it's a very simple thing to figure out. And with that, we are just going to do the same thing. We're going to hit solid, extrude, and we're going to select this. Oh, well, I have two selected, but we're going to extrude this, and we'll go minus 0.03, and there we go. There's the logo on the back of the card. Business card holder, excuse me. So this is something a little different. Goodness, I'm sorry, guys. Something stuck in my throat today. Yeah, so this is something a little bit different. I usually like to show how to design different products or different things that you could use day to day. But this was also very good because something that I like, a lot of people like to do. They would like, hey, we want to 3D print this thing, but can you put our logo on it, or can you put our name on it? And it's just very, very good to know. It also makes it a lot easier to sell, you could say, because there's the pen holder that I made, where I also explained it. But maybe something like this would just need its own video. You could also use engraving. I believe it was an engraving tool. No, embossing tool. Let's show very, very quickly. I'm not really going to get into it, but very quickly how to get into that, or how to do that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to create a diameter, and then we'll just bring it out like 5 inches or something. Okay, so we have this, but we want to put a name on it. So what we're going to do, because we can't really type on a curved surface, because we can't sketch on a curved surface, what we can do is we can create a new plane, and we're going to do tangent plane. We're going to do it to this face, and you can select a reference plane, and what this will do is it will put this plane parallel to the reference plane. So for example, if I wanted this plane, it'll put the reference plane right there. So then we'll select that, we will select this plane, we'll hit create sketch, and then let's just do more wording just because that's the simplest thing there is. Okay, hit text. And actually, let's show how to do text on a line. I'll do a line. I'll make a construction. And I'll just bring it all the way out. Excuse me. I'm also gonna project this. And the only reason I would want to do that is to make the line exactly the width of this cylinder. I'm gonna hide the origin and solid, not solid, create text, and we're gonna select text on path, and it's gonna be on this path here, right? And then we'll just align it to the center, and we'll just write, again, design LLC. We can make it a little bigger this time. So let's see, 0.4, even bigger. Let's go with 0.5, even bigger, 0.6. All right, let's go 0.58. That's fine. There's that. Okay. And like I said, if you want to cut into this, you could very easily extrude this, and then you can zoom in, and you can see as you start going back, let's say we go 50 thousandths, and you'll hit OK, but you see how it's not fully carved into or extruded into there. You could go even deeper, like let's say like this, and that looks fine, but now it's cutting in a little too deep, and sometimes at certain angles it'll be a little hard to tell what that is. So instead of that, what we're going to do, get my sketch back up. Instead of that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Create tab, and we're going to go to the Emboss option. We'll hit Emboss. Sketch Profiles, we will hit Design LLC. And Faces, we will hit this face. And now, I'll show you, we'll even go minus 30,000, even less than the first option. And we'll hide the sketch. And as you can see, 50 thousandths, it couldn't even go in all the way. Now at 30 thousandths, it's perfectly matching the curvature of this. And what's nice with Fusion360 is you can do it on some really wonky surfaces. But that's about it. Excuse me. That's about it. And yeah, this I think this was a good video just to kind of show you guys what you're able to do in terms of putting logos on or putting images on different things and kind of personalizing them. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, leave me a comment for whatever else you want to see, and please do subscribe. It does help me out. If you like the video, it kind of shows me what you guys like to see and what I should make more of. And if you want to support me outside of subscribing or liking and commenting, please do visit my Etsy page. Everything that I design, I put up on Etsy for sale. I kind of do it this way, so if you want to support me, you can buy something on Etsy. If you want to support me just by subscribing and then modeling it yourself, you can also do that. I really, really do love when people work on and use my designs. I think it's a very, very rewarding thing. So, all right, well, thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, and yeah, have a great day.